Fire. Um, Hi, my name is Riley, and this is my first YouTube video. Actually, my second. Possibly third or fourth. But my first one that's kind of going to be in this new series. I basically want to talk about how I got my internships, how I can help other people get internships, past experiences in general, story times, everything about my life. I just always have said that I wanted to do something like this, and I guess today's the day. So basically this story today is how I got my first internship with Kid Super, which was my first internship ever in streetwear. And basically when I was a freshman in college, I didn't know what I was planning on doing with my life. Like, I kid you not, I didn't know. I thought I wanted to be a nurse practitioner, and I got to college and I said I really don't know what I want to do. So my first semester, I was just trying to figure it out. I ended up meeting this one kid on Tinder who told me about how he knew somebody who worked with Joey Badass and Kaylani. And he basically told me about that after I answered a really simple question, which was, what type of music do you like? It's such a basic question, and it's crazy how one simple question could change the course of your life, because that's when he told me, oh, this is what my friend does, all these really cool things, and that he was creating clothing and music and content in New York City, which is not far from me. And I said, wow, that's really awesome. Like, how do people not know about this? And after that, I kind of kept looking into the brand, which is called Kid Super. And I said, I just need to go check out this store or buy a t-shirt or somehow be a part of it or go to an event or something to just get involved, because I said this is just too crazy to walk away from and to say like, oh, like this is cool, and then never do anything about it. Like, let me get out to Brooklyn and see this company and see this guy, Colum, who was then my boss, and see what's just going on out there. So, literal blizzard. It was Christmas break, my first break at college, and it was literally blizzarding out. And I decided today's a great day to go out to Brooklyn and see this place called Kid Super and see this man named Colum. So I ended up taking the train from Jersey to Brooklyn. It was like an hour and a half ride overall between the subway and J Transit and everything. And I get there and I'm knocking on the door. No one answers. I finally break in, and Doug was there in the back working at the little desk. That's when the pool table was in Kid Super, and there was stuff all over the place, and I was like, whoa, like this is crazy. It's like its own little world. And I ended up meeting Colum that day, and we just talked for hours just about things that he did and what he wanted to do and stories that he had to tell. He's one of the most amazing people I've ever met. So interesting and so nice and so genuine and so willing to help anybody as long as you're willing to work. And he showed me the basement, which is where the recording studio is, and there's the M&M machine, and you slide the M&M machine to the left and it opens up into this recording studio, and that's also downstairs is where like the warehouse is, and it's really sick. And if you haven't seen it, it's a one of a kind, and is quite the experience and just amazing. And I was wowed. I just loved it from the second I got there. I loved the people that worked there, which is Colum, who's Kid Super, Doug, Foda, Danny, and Deco. And the best people I've ever met in my whole life. And it's crazy how we were just all talking, and Colum was like, oh, do you want to come to dinner with us after we've talked for a few hours? I said, okay. So I ended up going out to dinner, and it was funny because we also went out to dinner with Lolo Zuai. Her first day at Kid Super was also my first day, and she was like, oh, like, do you work here? And I said, no. Like, do you work here? And she said, no, like, I'm a singer and a songwriter. I said, oh, that's cool. And it's crazy because now Lolo's absolutely killing it. I can't believe, and I'm also so it's not even that I can't believe, I totally believed it from the start that she would be going places, but it's just so great to see her go from this young woman to this amazing entertainer, amazing person, extremely smart, extremely creative, extremely talented, and world tour and everything. And it's crazy how it started in this little basement at Kid Super, and we were there the same day, and it makes me want to work hard too, because I've seen people in my own space be able to make it. And basically we ended up all going out to dinner, and while we're out at dinner, I'm so awkward and so quiet because I'm 18 years old at the time, and everyone else is older than me by like a few years, and I'm just so and just so nervous. And Colin said, "Oh, like, wouldn't it be funny if you interned here?" And I said, "Yeah, it would be funny if I interned here." And he said, "Well, we'd want you to intern. I think it would be really cool if you interned here." And I just couldn't believe it. I just fell in love with these people and this place in that same day. I've been a fan of it for months leading up to meeting them. And it's just crazy, like, going back to how I first learned about the brand, is all it takes is just talking to people, and how you can get, like, if you just talk to as many people as you can, it's crazy how many opportunities just fall into your lap. How just one conversation with someone I didn't even know introduced me to a brand and a person that I had no idea of, which ended up creating me a position and an internship at this small business, which ended up, if you don't know what Kid Super has done since, it's blown up since then. It had maybe like 3,000 followers when I first started, and now it's over 70,000. And it's just wild, and they've worked with Russ, Kehlani Joy Badass, Lil Uzi Vert, Young Thug, Post Malone, Miley Cyrus, everybody and anybody. People love the brand, people support the brand, whether it's an entertainer such as like a musician or a songwriter, or then it goes to art, so painters, sculptors, people that sew, people that are designers, Alexander Wang, Heron Preston, people love it, from all types of industries, from all types of craft. Something about Kid Super brings people together, and it's a family. It's a family between the talent, between the company, between the fans of the brand. It's an amazing family, and I would have had none of the opportunities I would have had after Kid Super unless I had Kid Super as my first internship, as my first home. They introduced me to everybody, to everything, how to talk to people. I was this quiet young girl, and I feel like they taught me how to be outgoing, how to be personable, how to take chances, how to take risks, what it means to be creative, how to find what you love, what your passions are. I learned all of that because of Column and the guys at Kid Super, and to this day I thank them all the time. I'm literally in love with them. Best people ever. The people that they associate themselves with are the best people ever. Lolo is an amazing person. Everybody, and I don't know why, like, it's all the great people just go there, but it's great because I've never had a bad experience with anybody. I've gotten along with everyone that has ever come to anything Kid Super. It is its own world, and I'm so lucky to be a part of it, and I'll always be a part of the Kid Super family because of it. I ride or die for them. I literally, if Colin like ever needed anything, I'm like right there. Yeah, it's amazing to see what they've done. I can't wait to see what they do next. It's my family forever, and I love working with them and helping them and seeing them do things that no one's ever done before. And that's how I got my first internship in fashion, was because of Kid Super, and I'm so grateful to the one random dude on Tinder that happened to talk about Column for some reason. But yeah, that's my story, and I hope it teaches people to just open up and ask questions and tell people about yourself, because you never know who has an opportunity waiting for you. And that's my story.